Hey everybody, it's Andre. Today I'm making food. Yay for food! So far what I've made already is I've made this, which is pork gravy. Um, Basically pork stock from the water that I cooked my pork in, which is what pork stock is for me. There's garlic, salt, and pepper in it, and there's pieces of pork floating around in there, and flour. So that's my pork gravy. Gotta use everything, waste not, want not. There are people starving in Africa. And then I made all this roast pork. If you're wondering how much that is, this is my rice cooker. It looks smaller, but it's actually like twice the size of my rice cooker. So I made that. I think there's about 6 pounds worth of pork in there. Or that's how much. It was like 8 pounds before it was cooked, and now I don't know how much is left. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm making chicken a la king. But I'm making it for at least 3 different ways. Okay? So, what I did is I bought chicken thighs because they were on sale for $4 for a bag. This bag, which I have here. This bag. Big ass bag. Which weighs 4 pounds. It weighs 4 pounds. Anyway, so that's my bag of chicken. So, yeah, those are chicken thighs, but I didn't know they had the bone. So, what I did is I just emptied the whole bag into this wok. With some water, and I boiled the crap out of it. Then, after it was done cooking, I felt, my brother came out and he shredded it all for me. So now it's all shredded. I separated the skins. So it's shredded chicken in the own juice that I cooked in. There's no seasoning in this, which I'll get to in a minute why that's the way that it is. But for now, that's pretty much all that's going to happen to that. Okay. So, now what I'm going to do, and you're probably not going to be able to see it, is I'm going to take my flour, and I'm going to add it to the chicken and chicken stock. And I'm just going to add it to the chicken stock. Okay. So what I do normally is I just stir it while adding the flour, or sifting the flour, I believe is the correct term. You just don't want to add like a handful of flour to it because it'll clump, which is not good. You want to have it as loose, the flour, as possible when it goes in, so that way it actually mixes or dissolves, I guess you could say, into the flour, or into the chicken broth mixture. Now, you're going to end up, if you do it by hand the way that I'm doing it, you're going to end up with lumps, little tiny lumps, like the head of a pin, if you have pins that have heads on them. Yeah, there's no way around that because doing it two-handed. I ain't got no mad skills like that. You could use a whisk, I guess, but the quantity that I'm making of this in this pan, if I used a whisk and stirred vigorously, besides not having the hand-eye coordination to do that, it would splash and spill over, which is something I don't want to happen. Yeah. You can make it as thick or as thin as you like. I normally like my gravy, at least, I like it to be pretty thick. Since this is gonna go over pasta, it's basically a sauce. It doesn't need to be as thick as my gravy I normally do, because I don't need the gravy with pasta. I eat the gravy with rice, so I like it to be a little bit thicker. This can be a little bit more thin, I guess. But you don't want to have it be too thin because then it's just chicken soup. This is also a way you can make hot turkey sandwiches and stuff of that nature. Obviously, this is not vegan or gluten-free because I'm using wheat flour, but you could use potato flour. You could use vegetable stock. You don't have to put chicken inside. You could use tofu. And of course, you're going to want to season it to your own taste. Like I said, this doesn't have any seasoning in it. It's just the chicken and the flour and water, basically. Well, not basically, that's what it is. I lost my train of thought. I have been up since 5 o'clock yesterday, and right now it is 11. No, it's 12 in the afternoon. So I am a little blitzed. Which is normally a term people use when they're alcoholics, but I'm a crazy person and I can use whatever term I want. Haha. I haven't shaved. I normally shave or do my hair or something, but I'm tired, so too bad. I'm gonna do that tomorrow, I think. I'm gonna take a shower later after I'm done with this and wash my hair because I haven't washed my hair in a few days. I take baths a lot because I found it helps with my circulation. I have really bad circulation in my feet. So it's good when I can put my feet or extend my legs and stuff like that. And then the hot water helps to make my toes the correct color. Because most of the time my toes are like a dark reddish purple color. Which does not match the rest of my body or the rest of my foot because I have circulation issues because my ankles have been broken a number of times. So I'm going to have to add more flour to this. Anyway, where was I? We were talking about my bathing habits. Oh, and also veganism, I guess. I've completely lost track of what I was talking about. Oh, I know. I was going to take a shower and wash my hair because I don't like to flat iron my hair unless I wash it the day before because I find that because I take the time, which is normally like 45 minutes to flat iron my hair out, I don't want to wash that out. Like, some people, they like do their hair and then they like take a shower the same day and I'm like, no. If it took me 5 minutes, maybe, but not if it takes me a half an hour or 45 minutes to stand there with my arms over my head, flat ironing my tresses. That's not gonna happen. It's just not. I will not wash that out the same day. That's stupid. It is. It's stupid. I don't care what nobody says. It's stupid to wash your hair out. But anyway, the point of that rant was, I didn't do my hair for this video. And I will also be doing my hair for tomorrow because I was thinking that I would go ahead and do a cover video. I haven't done one in a while. I know all of you out there in La La Land are missing my beautiful dulcet voices. Wait, no. Dulcet voice? Tones? I don't even think that's how you pronounce that. I don't speak French or Italian. One of those is where that word comes from. Yeah. It's still too watery. I hate it when it's watery. It's just the thing with me. Alrighty. Now we've got the consistency on it. And my hand is covered in flour again. Every video, my hand is covered in flour. I've got problems this way. If you were wondering what I was doing, I was washing this spoon that I have. It's not a spoon, it's a ladle. I was washing my ladle because what I'm gonna do is I'm going to separate part of this for the dog. Yes, my mother has a dachshund, and we've been experimenting with other cuisine for her. She doesn't eat dry dog food because of the vet or something. I don't really know. But she does love chicken or any type of meat. She kind of inhales it like a vacuum cleaner. I gave her a slice of ham one time and she bit it, like a round one, and she bit it in the middle and inhaled it into a triangle into her mouth. I was traumatized after that. I know all of you can tell. Anyway, so at this point, this is what my stuff looks like. Everybody take a look at my stuff. Looks like this. You start to look at that. And then you scoop it out and it looks like this. Yes, it does kind of look like chunky vomit. But I don't judge and neither should you. Anyway, so like I said, you can do vegan if you want to. Gluten-free, potato flour, vegetable stock. That's what you gotta do. Okay? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to ladle some of this out. Whoa. I don't know how to, like, multitask. So I have a tendency to drop shit, which would be really bad. It would be really bad. I would be super upset. Ready? Yeah, remember, this is a whole bag of chicken in this thing. I just want to ladle some of it out for the dog. I think that's enough. 3 spoonfuls, I think that's about enough for the dog. If you're wondering what 3 spoonfuls looks like, it looks like this. That's a lot, right? That's a lot. This is one of those big soup stock pans. It's quite a bit. She is a tiny, tiny dog. She looks like this. This is the tiny, tiny dog. Look at how tiny, and this is my hand, okay? This is my hand on the tiny, tiny dog, okay? My hand takes up half of her body, like, and she's, like, turned to the side, so, like, it's actually 3/4 of her body. Like, she is a tiny, tiny dog. Yeah, I bet you what's in this pan weighs more than she does. Alrighty. So next what we're gonna do is, I don't know if all y'all can see me. Hey. Turn the heat on, which is on already. Magic! Or I probably didn't turn the heat off when it was on before. Okay. So what I am gonna do is, I have tofu. Tofu is wonderful because it's made out of beans. Beans. So I'm going to take all of this crumbled tofu, which is the very firm kind, and I'm just going to dump it in here. I'm dumping it in the dog's one. Okay. I stir my own one. To my own one, what I'm going to add is I'm going to add this wonderful diced ham that my brother made. Look how small and square it is. He's awesome. It was previously cooked. I just bought it in a package with like 7 slices in it. And he cut up 4 of them for me because he's so nice like that. Alright. And then I have this container with chicken skin in it, which I was going to put in the dog's one, but then my brother wanted some, so I'm going to ask him what he wants me to do with it. Raymond, what do you want me to do with this chicken stuff?
Save it. Bad. I enjoy it.
Do you want me to put it in the chicken-olla thing, or put it on the side?
Either one.
He wants it to be on the side, or whatever. Or in the stuff, or I don't know. But I'm going to take some of it, which I said I would, and I'm going to set it aside. Or I'm not setting it aside. I'm actually putting it in with the dog's one. Because she's not getting any seasonings. Because she's a dog. And that would be bad. Because dogs can't eat or digest the oils that are in onions and onion-related products. Like leeks and green onions. I know it has onion in the title. Garlic. So we refrain from giving the dog anything with that in it. If you're wondering why, it's because the vet said so. And apparently what happens is, because they can't digest it, what it does is it hits them in their kidneys and it causes kidney failure in your pets. Kind of the same way antifreeze does. It's basically poison. Most of the time, a dog won't eat like a whole fucking onion. You just give them table scraps, but apparently it doesn't flush out of their systems correctly. So they'll actually can be poisoned over time. It remains in their system for a while. So even if you're just giving your dog like a little bit of like table scraps and stuff, if every single time it has onion in it and you give it to him like every day or every other day or whatever, you gotta be careful because that stuff can build up in their system. This is what happens when Andre doesn't have any spatulas or anything. Whoa. Whoa. That is amazing. Apparently this pan is so hot that because it had flour in the the chicken stuff, it made it into a pancake on the bottom, which is so messed up. Personally, I just think that's messed up. Okay, so I think I'm pretty much done. You can't see me anymore. Hello again. Because I love my doggy so much. She's not mine, she's my mom's doggy. I'm going to take potatoes and add it to hers. Because, just for like a little extra starch. I do want you to be able to see me. Because I'm vain. I'm vain. I want to be in my video. I don't just want to leave you staring at the air like I did the last time I made a video. I actually want you to look at me and say, hi, Andre. And I can say, hi, world. Okay. You're going to look at my nose. That's what's going to happen now. So, yeah. Cutting potatoes is hard. It's hard, I tell you. Nobody believes me when I tell them stuff, but it is. My brother thinks I'm talking to myself, which seems to happen a lot when I make videos and stuff. I used to make tape recordings too. And people were like, I thought you was crazy. You was just talking to yourself for 45 minutes. And I'm like, no, I have a tape recorder on. If you're actually talking to a recording device, you're not crazy. Don't ask me how that works. It just does. It was one of the rules of Andre's society. If you're talking to a recording device, you are not crazy. Okay, so also, before I forget, you may have noticed I didn't use any vegetables. And you may be thinking, Andre, that's so unhealthy. You should eat more vegetables. Well, the problem is that my brother does not eat vegetables that are not corn. Although he does eat ketchup. But he won't eat tomatoes in their natural form. Unless they're in marinara sauce. He won't be having any of that. So what I decided to do is I decided to basically make the base, and then if you want vegetables, because the sauce is already so delicious, then you can just like heat your vegetables up out of the can or frozen or whatever and add it to it. Kind of like make your own chicken a la king, because some people like bell pepper, some people don't. Some people like celery, some people don't. Some people like lima beans, some people don't. So I personally got a can of mixed vegetables that I'm going to use, which has green beans and lima beans and corn and carrot and peas in it. And then I'm leaving my brother to get his own and my mom to get her own. Because I share. I cook for everyone. And nobody ever says thank you. Okay, they say thank you, but do they ever cook for me? No. No, because Andre is too hard to cook for. Because Andre doesn't eat dairy or meat with sugar on it. Or mayonnaise. I don't eat mayonnaise. I don't eat anything that's spicy. Peppers are the devil. They're the devil. That was awkward. No, seriously, I don't eat jalapenos. And by pepper, I should say, however, by pepper, I mean the fruit pepper, not the seed. Well, I guess black pepper is kind of a fruit, but not exactly. It's a spice, but it comes from, like, a peppercorn, which is a fruit, because corn is... No, it's not a fruit, it's a seed. Corn is a seed. Or a grain. It's a grain, yeah. But, I guess... Never mind, I'm off on a tangent. But, yeah, I'll eat black pepper. I don't like white pepper. It's very, very spicy, and I'm racist. But, black pepper, I've incorporated it more into my cooking since I moved away from Maui. And even before then, I used to have it on a few things when I worked at Subways. I would have black pepper every now and again. Alrighty. But yeah, so I'm making them all separate. Because the dog has no seasoning, and my brother has no vegetables. The only main thing is that they're basically made out of chicken gravy. That's it. Chicken gravy. Unseasoned chicken gravy with chicken in it. And then the dog has potatoes. Because she deserves it. Because she's special. And now I just have to see if she'll actually eat it. It does have chicken in it. And she is a dog, so it's possible. And she doesn't seem to have a problem with tofu. Now, the one thing I didn't do, which I need to do, is I need to season the one for the humans. For those of you who don't know, I like salt. I like salt. Salt and garlic salt, and more salt, and bacon. I love bacon. Which is why this has ham in it, because I didn't want to buy bacon, because bacon is hella expensive. Like, the kind that comes in the strips of bacon, that shit is more expensive per pound than any of the other meat that I buy. Like, seriously. I don't know why. I guess because bacon has to be cured or something, so it takes more time or something. I don't fucking know. But I love me my bacon, and it's too expensive. I buy the uncured bacon ends and stuff. because it's normally cheaper, and then I just slice it with my fork. Not my fork, my scissors. I have kitchen scissors, which are basically regular scissors for like an office, but we just use them in the kitchen because I'm too cheap to buy scissors meant specifically for the kitchen. And what if I needed them to cut paper or something? Like, I just wash them afterwards. I'm cool like that. Alrighty. Stir it all in. Stir it all in. Take my wonderful fork, which I don't remember why it's out here, but I'm going to use it anyway. Oh. So good. Like, seriously. Like, I'm like, it's so good, and then I'm adding more garlic salt. I love salt. I love it. It's wonderful. There's nothing better in this whole world than salt. I used to love sugar just as much, but sadly, my teeth are fucked up. So I can't handle, like, too much sugar. So I don't eat desserts and stuff like that. And I don't eat chocolate because it has caffeine in it, which sucks. And I guess I could probably still eat caramel, but it's sticky and my teeth are soft, like an old person's, because I have cavities, lots and lots of cavities. But yeah, too much information. Alrighty, so to finish off, this is what this one looks like. You can see all the ham is in it. Ooh, ham, and it's all chunky. Okay, and then we have this one for the dog, where you can see the chunks of potatoes. Yeah, that shit is thick. It has to be thick because the dog won't eat it if it's watery. So I make it thick and then she can't eat it. Because she likes to chew it like it's meat, but it's not. Although this technically is meat. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make spaghetti. This is fettuccine because I grabbed the wrong box. But one of those in there is spaghetti. Oh no, two of those are spaghetti. Yeah. And then in 2 weeks, I'm going to make golden curry. Ooh, it's the mild version. Again, this is just the curry seasoning, but it has wheat in it. So it is not gluten-free. And then here's my list of stuff that I'm making. See, I'm making beef curry, and then I roast pork, or roast pulled pork, which is what I made. I showed it to you. And then I made my pork gravy, and I showed that to you. And then I have my chicken a la king, which I made, and people just have to add their stuff to it. And then I'm gonna make Korean squash, which I made last time but didn't record. That shit is awesome. I have actually a container of it. Oh, it's all the way down here in the bottom of my fridge. See, it's Korean squash. It's in shoyu and vinegar, and green onions are floating around in there. It's just a hot mess load of awesomeness. It's basically just pickled shoyu zucchini. And then I'm gonna make chicken shrimp avocado pesto. And how I make that is I mix chicken breast, shrimp, avocado, cream cheese, and sauteed mushrooms. All in the same thing. With the avocado, it's even like a sauce because I dice it, mash it up a little bit, mix it all together. That stuff is amazing! And if you want to have it be vegan, just get rid of the mushroom, or just get rid of the chicken and the shrimp and add tofu instead. I wouldn't go a little overboard because the avocado cream cheese has like a really specific kind of flavor that adding more sweeter vegetables don't really work with. So yeah, and no potatoes either. That's too much. The cream cheese is non-dairy, in case you're wondering. So yeah, so that's my list. I made a whole list. Anyway, smooches, mwah! I'll talk to y'all soon.